guys weren't able to see anything, I apologize. I guess I'm gonna have to do a better job keeping my phone out of the line of fire and protecting this lens. Looks like the grinding sparks and welding sparks have done a little bit of damage. There's no way you're gonna be able to see clearly out of that thing. Welcome back, all you beautiful people. I got the Sodikart here. It's all tore apart. Today is officially the point of no return. I'm sure I've said that in the past, but this is actually it. Like I said in our last video, we're gonna be ripping off this whole steering assembly, which is welded on, and we're gonna start cutting up this frame. Not entirely sure how we're gonna do it yet, but we'll get into that. If you guys have been watching my videos for any length of time, you know my air compressor leaks, so I'm gonna have to banish this thing, send it outside, and hopefully that'll keep the noise to a minimum so you guys can hear what I'm saying. So in order to get this whole steering assembly off, I got one bolt here, and then I'm going to be removing both of these heim joints on the end, and I'm pretty strong, so I think I'll be able just to rip that weld apart. As I thought, I was able to rip that whole pedal assembly out using just my bare hands. I mean, that weld wasn't welded very well at all, but that's beside the point. There's a lot of brackets on this cart. You got this bracket here, these little tabs here, all these tabs, and even that little adjustable part for the adjustable pedals. All that's coming off right now. Got a nice little pile of all our tabs and brackets sitting right there. So as you can see, everything's cut off the front of this thing. Now we're just gonna go ahead and take the flap wheel and clean up all these welds that are left behind, clean up that frame, make it nice and smooth. All the extra brackets on this frame from here up have been cut off, grounded down, sanded down. Looks just like normal tubing again. Now we have this motor mount here. That's gonna have to get cut off next. We're gonna cut that off because this plate here needs to be moved up front, and that's where the engine's gonna sit. I'm gonna start by cutting off this bracket here. That's for the fuel pump. I'll flip the cart over and we'll start cutting that out. So this motor mount here is actually welded on extremely well. You got welds all on the outside here. They wrap around. You can see where this plate bends. And then on the inside, you got welds in the exact same spots. So rather than trying to cut all those welds out, I'm just gonna cut this plate out in these areas. And then hopefully this plate will come off and then I can just grind down all that excess material. Won't have to worry about it. I did get my plate out. It's gonna need cleaned up a little bit. Didn't exactly have the straightest cuts, but it is out. Had to open up the garage door. Got to the point where I just couldn't breathe anymore. Got pretty smoky in here. And I'm gonna end up calling it a night. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I got a ton done, but all this is cleaned up and that plate's out, so that's pretty good. Spent a lot of hours doing that, and we are making progress. So keep on watching. I'll see you in the morning. If you guys are enjoying this go-kart build, trying to stuff this go-kart into that Mustang, and you enjoy seeing my beautiful face on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Good morning, guys. It is the very next day. I'm not going to waste any time. First thing I'm going to be doing today is removing this belt tensioner. That way when I'm cleaning up all these brackets, I don't accidentally nick it. And then we got these 2 pins up here. These held on the gas tank and the steering column. I'm gonna be cutting those off because all that's gonna be relocated. Don't know if I'll be able to reuse those, but we'll see what happens when I cut them off. Those 2 pins that were right there are all cut off and cleaned up. There were 3 brackets here that I cut off. Also cleaned up these areas a little bit, and this is where the engine used to sit. It's gonna be moved up front, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this frame along these points here, and that'll remove this whole section. And this is where I'm gonna be leaving this video off. We got all the brackets up here taken care of, all cut off, cleaned up. That little motor thing, got that taken off, got that motor mount. So we're moving along, definitely moving along. We still got some brackets back here we need to take care of. And then we'll probably start chopping this frame and getting all the dimensions right and start putting it into that Mustang. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.